Hello, spider friends. We are back. We are live. This is going to be feeding some of my bigger tarantulas, not all of them. Some of them are not hungry. Simply, they haven't eaten the last meal. So, they're not hungry today. It's fine. We're going to start off with pumpkin, my pumpkin patch, my Hapo, Hapalopus sp. Columbia. Now, pumpkin you may not be able to see because pumpkin is buried under here. Pumpkin is a pet hole. So they will not be a live takedown, I'm afraid. I'm just going to drop a cricket in there, and actually I'm going to drop two in there, and pumpkin will get it in their own time. The reason I'm doing two is because the dubia experiment has failed. I tried switching to dubias for the for my other tarantulas, and the experiment has failed. Like, the bigger ones are fine with them, like the really big ones, but the medium ones, they don't want them. And even some who I thought had eaten their meals, like, it turns out they hadn't, and the dubias were just really good at hiding, and then they've like turned up again. So, like, all in all, this has not been a great experiment for my tarantulas. At least my juvie-sized tarantulas. They've just not been interested in them at all. So I've got something slightly different to try them out. Pumpkin's awkward because pumpkin is not really big enough to move up to this next size of food, which is locusts, but also is too big for the crickets, really, which is why I've thrown two in there. But, like, that hole is really well sealed. She's like, she's good at doing what she does with pumpkin. I don't know if it's he or she, actually, but so this is my Seriocosmus perismalisi, Olivia. Here is Olivia. Olivia has also been with me for like a year now. I had thought Olivia had eaten the dubia that I'd thrown in and one from before, but it turns out she hadn't. She hadn't eaten them at all, and they were both in the water bowl. So I've got these locusts, but now I've got to try and catch one that's the right size for Olivia. There are some smaller ones in this tub that I've got, so I've got to try and catch a smaller one without letting the others escape, which will be fun. And when I say fun, obviously I mean not fun at all, the opposite of fun. Like, nobody tells you about this side of things when you have tarantulas. People, they tell you about OBTs. They tell you about like scary old world tarantulas, and they tell you about like little tarantulas escaping and all sorts of stuff. Where is that little one that I saw? I did see a little one in here. But nobody tells you, there we go. Nobody tells you about the pain in the butt that is trying to catch the live food in the live food tub. No one tells you about that side of things. They're like, oh, you've got so much to worry about. Honestly, like, spiders are the easy bit. It's the flipping food that's a pain in the bum. So I'm just dropping this locust in here. That should be fine for Olivia, but obviously I do a next day check, and she should be fine overnight. She's a pretty good girl. She's all in a hide right now, and I don't know if that's because of me, because I was refilling her water bowl off camera for some reason, even though I was doing the maintenance stuff. So I think it was what we call a senior moment. God. Right, now, this is Momo. Momo is in the new enclosure. My Brachypelma albipilosum, Nicaragua, true form, curly hair. Now, here is Momo. I can trust Momo taking off the lid. Momo has been a pet hole, really, for a while. But now she's in a new enclosure. She's got lots of lovely space. She's going to get a cricket. We'll see if she catches it. No, it landed right on top of her. So, yeah, Momo, there's a cricket right on top of you if you are hungry, which you probably aren't right now. But we'll leave that there. Oh, she's noticed now I've moved. Oh, yeah. Right, Marley. Here's Marley hanging out on the side of her enclosure. Vermictopus sp green. This is a giant bird-eating species. Marley is a little obsessed with trying to escape. But Marley did eat the dubia that I gave her the other day. So, it's the 22nd. 19. We are going to offer Marley a dubia because she ate the other one. I need to write locust on here. So we're going to offer Marley a dubia and see if she's interested. You can see the remains of one that she did eat, or she partially ate. Over here, the springtails are making a good meal of that, and we're just going to drop in one and see how she does. She's a pretty aggressive eater, is Marley, shall we say. We just got to find the right sized dubia for her. Aha, you. Come back here, you. You look like you could feed my tarantula. There we go. This one looks about the right size for it. The good thing about dubias is you can leave them in because they're not going to bother the spider. So I'm doing it from that side because Marley likes to try and escape if she can. Did I check her water? She's still got water, that's okay. So yeah, Marley actually had a gimp leg at one point, and I don't think you can tell now which one it was because she's had 2 molts since then, and its legs regrown totally. So this was Opal's enclosure, and Opal was a little bit smaller than Marley is now when she first went into it. Now Opal's flipping huge. Let's get Opal. She's at the back over here. There she is. Look at the size of this spider. Look at the size of her. Absolutely gigantic she is. I'm not sure if Opal is actually a male or a female. However, you butt kicking hairs at me. I'm not opening the cage yet, the enclosure yet, you silly spider. She's also filled a water bowl with substrate again, which was very nice of her. So we are just going to offer her a locust because she is a really good eater. If you want a really nice, like, friendly spider, you do not want one of these. She's a Pantherbetis sp macala. She's not a friendly spider. She's an asshole. Yeah, let's give her a big locust. I reckon she will gobble this right up. But just because she kind of hates me, she might, like, find that contrary. Nope, she did just totally eat that. See, I was trying to feed you. It was a fly. I was trying to feed you, you see, Opal. Now, you might be able to see that her chevrons on her abdomen are only just still visible. So this may, in fact, be a signal that this is a male. Because of, I believe when I first got her, I read that males are the only ones that keep the colouring into adulthood, but I don't mind really that it's male. Like she's just a really pretty spider, and I have enjoyed keeping her, despite the fact that she's not very nice. She's got a bad attitude, a very bad attitude. Right, we'll leave her to her locust. Debbie Harry, minor Handu Trippapy. For some reason, Debbie Harry has like flipped the cork bark like this, and she's like hanging out upside down. Now, I'm not sure if she's due to molt or not. I think Debbie Harry is a female, but I'm really not sure. She's a Brazilian blondie, like, that's why she's called Debbie Harry. Why did I adjust the thing? That was stupid of me. Right, so, I'm gonna give her a locust as well. See if she likes it. If she does, great. We'll be continuing on the locusts for at least the bigger spooders. We'll eventually like get rid of the dubias one by one. Right, here's a nice locust. Debbie, would you like a locust? Looks like a no. Debbie does not want a locust. You know what, Debbie? You do you. You do what makes you happy. She does this periodically and just makes me think like she's dead, but she's not. She's just moody. Right, speaking of moody, Acanthoscurria geneticulata, Carmen. Now, Carmen will more than likely eat because I've come to know my little friend here, and she is a very good eater. I gave her a dubia. I'm really not sure if that's been eaten or not because it went and hid under this mushroom cap, which she's flattened out with her gigantic butt. So what we're going to do is this a better angle for Carmen? We're going to drop a locust in there, and we're going to see, like, now that I'm looking, I actually thought that there were bigger ones, more bigger ones, and there clearly isn't. And I'm thinking that I should have given Carmen the one I gave Opal, but it's a bit late now. She's half eaten it. So, yeah, let's give Carmen one of these. Oh, that's not very big at all, is it? Do you know what? Do we have any of the bigger dubias left? Because Carmen quite liked the dubias. Oh, wait, there's a bigger locust. Right, here you go, Carmen. There's a locust. Well, you missed that entirely. I think she is interested in it, but it's just wandered off now. You have to go get it. You are a great big spider. You were literally called a giant whitey. Honestly, sometimes these spiders, I think they just have a bit of an identity crisis. Do you know what? I feel bad because I gave Opal the really big one, and Carmen really should have had that. So let's throw another locust in there. No, let's throw a dubia in there, because then at least if it's wandering around, it's not gonna bother Carmen while she's eating the locust if she gets that first. Come on, Dubias, come on. Locusts out the way. We're roach hunting now. Here we go. Carmen, see if you can catch this one. Oh, she caught the dubia at least. There we go. I'll see how she is in the morning. I've got the feeling that they will both be eaten. Oh, look, it's a 4x4 tarantula. Yes, yes, you are a 4x4. You're a giant. She is actually flipping huge. Look at, like, I have really small hands, actually, so that's a really poor comparison. But she is, she's getting really big. She's a good girl. Well, I'm sorry there were so few takedowns on camera. That's just how it happens. This is also why, like, well, actually, it isn't, but I would not be participating in the tarantula hot sauce challenge as started by Petco because I can't stand spicy food at all. Like, even, like, sometimes potato wedges are a bit too spicy for me. So, yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. But thank you very much for tuning in and watching anyway. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.